So this is Sundar Nursery. Now, as a kid, I remember coming to Sundar Nursery, and Sundar Nursery was a place where my mom would tell me that you have to come here if you want to buy some plant variety that's not available elsewhere. But today, Sundar Nursery is not just a nursery. Thanks to Aga Khan Trust and thanks to this great landscape architect, that we can actually see the real magic happening. From just patches of trees, patches of grass, and some monuments, and some benches and some plant sale counters. Today, Sundar Nursery is heaven. When I say heaven, it is the heaven that is manifested in a typical Mughal garden. Now in Mughal garden, like around Taj Mahal for example, or any Mughal garden that you look at, what you would see is those quadrangles with water streams, with all varieties of trees growing. Now that has exactly been translated in the Sundar Nursery of today. This is a place, a feast to look at. The landscape architect has to be congratulated for the great work that he has done in converting a simple patch of land with some monuments into this beautiful garden. This place is a place where if you are in Delhi, you have to visit. There is an artificial lake that they have created on one side. There is a nice way, a garden that they have created with a water body, which is inclined, which is in line with the actual monument. There is an amphitheater, there is a place to sit, place to do picnic, family picnic. Everything, the touch of a landscape architect, the touch of profession has been translated, and this is the best examples of what wonders good landscape architecture can do. So I hope you like the whole video and you keep watching, keep sharing. Thank you very much. By coming to Sundar Nursery, the actual feeling that you get is nature. But at the same time, because there's a lot of formal gardens here, which have been created as a man-made activity, we appreciate landscape architecture as an art which uses nature to create a man-made or organism, you can say. When I say that, so if you look at the earlier pictures of Sundar Nursery, you're going to see nature, because you're going to see patches of grass, trees, and everything that is still there. But when a landscape architect touches it, what you get is beauty. So the landscape architecture uses natural elements as natural components as elements of his design to create beauty, and he organizes them and places them in such an order, in such a composition, that the whole arrangement looks very beautiful. So that is the beauty of landscape architecture. And landscape architecture, even though is natural, it is definitely a man-made, a manifestation of how man imagines beauty to be. The landscape master plan was designed by landscape architect Shahir Associates, who has really created a true urban scale, deriving inspiration from traditional Indian concept of congruency between nature, garden and utility, coupled with environmental conversation. A point that we're going to come again, because in addition to formal landscape in the setting of monuments, they have created micro habitats. You can see reed beds, you can see place where pollination is explained, where you can see different varieties of plants in their natural biodiversity preserved. The kind of flora and fauna that occupies Delhi's ridge, river edge, plains and other specialized zones, all of those have been created. 20 acres are dedicated still for the nursery functions, because this is originally a CPWD nursery, and a very nice irrigation system has been planned to create a haven for birds, because a lot of migratory birds come to Delhi. So large portions have been planted as bird habitat, and that has been secured to provide nesting ground to the birds, so that migratory birds are encouraged. There's also water bodies. So this is like a patch of oasis in Delhi's concrete and Delhi's urban environment.